BBW Furry Chasers. Let's talk about Bloomborough.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Okay, it's jokes, guys. I know the set abbreviation is not BBW, and I know that I think it derives from a joke. My DJ, Mr. DJ Longhair, is talking about how he loves the set. I was live. I'm just like, it's just because you simp for furries. It's a joke. It's a joke. I don't think that, but you know, it's funny. The theme seems to be what's pushing Bloomborough, which is awesome. This is like a return to old school Magic, where an IP stood on its own. People see this as like a Lorwyn, Shadowmoor, Eldraine type set. And these sets, people have loved them. They are iconic, and they made impacts at the time that they were released. Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. And let's check out what it has to offer, though, okay? First look at Bloomborough. I know we've had way more than our first look. Actually, we've had freaking people opening it, and then apparently they had to take it down. Wizards didn't send out Pinkertons this time, guys. They just told them that they had to take it down until today, Monday, 4 days before the pre-release. And, you know, this is fun and all. Guest artists. If you see here, the basics in full art have something we haven't seen since Antiquities, which is seasonally themed lands. I do believe that the winter one is going to be the rarest to find. You have the showcase. You have this whole monsters side set, in which it's going to be the field notes, where it's like the artifacts from Brothers War. Then you have these raised foils. Don't let anybody fool you. It's just the gilded foils, just a little bit different. You know, you look around the edge, you see that yellow stuff. That's going to be the gold-ish cards. You know, goldish coating that you saw in New Japan. I guess it is gold looking. BLB is the set symbol, by the way, not BBW. Here you go. It's got the regular. It's gonna have, I'm sure it's gonna have a gift bundle as well. So the release date is global tabletop release August 2nd, pre-release July 26th, which is like this Friday. So you know when I'm filming this, right? Okay, let's look at the spoilers, because we have seen the full set by now. And you know, one of the things I wanted to talk about, look, it's amazing that this thing is going to stand on its own. No IP like Fallout or Jurassic Park needed to push the set, or, you know, freaking Assassin's Creed to bring it down. It's its own thing. It's back to like old school Magic, in my opinion. I like that. It has a couple of subsets, one being, here you go. It's got a couple of cool lands, which is always good for a set. The basics, if you see here, we have the 4 seasons. We have, I guess, spring, summer, fall, and winter. I like these. I like how the little mouse guy is like tinier than the freaking strands of grass on the plains. You know, that's cool, I guess. They did it for the 3 Tree City land, because that's kind of the highlight land of the set. These showcases are cool. They remind me of Eldraine, and both Eldraines. So yeah, I do like these. I think it fits in with the fantasy fairy tale whole theme, right? Okay, you have these field notes. I really like this. I think this is cool. This reminds me of those blueprint schematic cards for the artifacts from Brothers War. I think that it was a cool idea, and I like it as a subset. And I feel like if you add in a small amount like this, 10 cards, 8 cards in every set to something cool like that, you could over time build a cool subset of schematic field notes cards, right? Those are cards from the set. These are all new, right? Yeah. The reprints. Okay, so now we have the the raised foil, gilded foil cards, right? This is cards from the set, but it's also reprints, like you see here, Jace the Mind Sculptor and Liliana of the Dark Realms, Chatterfang. These are okay cards. However, it's not 10 years ago. Jace isn't a big draw. It isn't a value draw. It is just a different art of a card that's not worth a lot. That being said, these gilded cards are pretty rare, and I saw somebody open a few boxes and they got one. This is the chase of the set. It's not a crazy chase. They're not that rare, but that being said, you know, they will carry value because of that. You see the different set symbol here. These three compared to these. This is part of the set. This is part of that reprint set. When I say this, I'm highlighting it with my mouse and you can't see it. So yeah, so look for Jace, Liliana, and Chatterfang. Look at their set symbol, and then go to the left and look at Clement and Muera. They have that maple leaf set symbol. Yeah, so look, they reprinted Marinor and Ink Eyes, which is great. It'll get into people's hands, these cards. However, once these cards are reprinted, there's no equity in them because these aren't the types of cards that can withstand a reprint. These are the types of cards that held value because they were rare and niche, but because they're niche, they're not gonna, you know, command demand. They're not gonna command demand for this set. Okay, it's just a little add-in that people are like, oh, Ink Eyes, wonderful, you know. Yeah, that's the thing about this set. Were we really asking for a reprint of Kaikar or Baleful Strix or the Gitrog monster? I don't think so. These cards were all fairly achievable, fairly reachable, and not too expensive. So I don't know about how they did the reprints in this set. It's lacking a certain amount of meat when it comes to value in the reprints. I like what they did here with Three Tree City. This is like the, I guess the, how do you want to say it, the highlight land of the set. So here you have all 4 variants, which is very cool. Winter, I think, is the rarest. So yeah, and so you have this side set where a lot of characters, specifically planeswalkers that we all know and love, are reimagined in this world of Bloomborough. Nisa's a frog, which is kind of funny. Lily's a squirrel. Jace is a fox. Yeah, and Narset for some reason became a bird. I don't know. The cards that they chose, Planeswalkers have lost their power, their draw, and like they've lost a lot of their prestige with how many there are nowadays. And you know, I just don't think that they are the draw that they used to be. A reprint set based on Planeswalkers. Anyway, let's okay, I just wanted to look at this real quick. Sword of the Squeak. That's a good hold on. I like that because that's a nice play on words. You know, Sword of the Meek from Future Sight. Definitely it's pretty funny to see. Yeah, so you know, I like Bloomborough. I like the fact that it harkens more back to older Magic and that it stands on its own. I do like the look of the Gilded, however, I don't think it's a major chase. I don't think that the reprints have any real meat besides for, oh, isn't it cute that Liliana's now a squirrel? Like, I think that's really the push here. However, the amount of push that the theme, the art, and the style has is tremendous. It's not to be underestimated, and it's really what's driving this set, more so than anything. There are some people who like the tribal aspect, that you can have new squirrels and foxes and ants in your you know, decks. That's what DJ's really looking at. But yeah, you know, Bloomborough, it's gonna be a good set. It's good for Magic that it's popular, and it's good for Magic that it's its own IP that's standing strong, right? Yeah, remember to like and subscribe. Check out my Patreon. We open up a lot of cool things. Recently we pulled this bad boy from Mercadian Masks tournament deck brick. Very nice. Remember to like and subscribe. Check out my membership, channel memberships. We got some cool emojis. We have War of the Spark repacks. People have been winning cool stuff. My patrons, 2 of them, just won boxes of unopened War of the Spark Japanese. 1-pack hits. You know, crazy, right? Otherwise, take care. Have a lovely day. I'll catch you soon. Peace.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?
Thank you.